Hello, you're watching the first Microsoft Excel tips and tricks video. I'm just going to show you a few different things that are helpful for organizing your data, for making your spreadsheet look nice. There's just a few things that you can do to really make your presentation and your spreadsheet look professional. So I'm going to show you merge and center. I'm going to show you a few things about different formatting techniques and a few other things. So I hope it's helpful for you. So you see we've got 5 columns of data with a small data set here with 13 rows of data, 14 including the topics. And so what I want to do is, someone looking at this wouldn't really know what they're looking at. So I want to clarify it a little. So if you right click here on the number 1, you can click insert and it'll insert a row above it. What I'm going to do is I'm going to say DEF company sales figures. So now we've got this cell completed, but what's the best way to center this across all 5 of these? Now in the older Excels, particularly 2003, you have to manually do it, but in 2007 and 2010, if you highlight all 5 of these, there's a button here called merge and center. But if you click it, it just lands in the middle and really has a nice look to it. I also like to bold the items. It just makes it look a little more professional. And then the last thing I like to do, and this is I think particularly nice, is if you click on this, we're on in the home tab in the ribbon, but if you click on this, they call it the border button. If you click on it and click thick box border, you'll see that it gives it a nice thick box border, but I'm going to even take it one step further. I'm going to start adding those to these items as well. Now you might be wondering, how did you add those so quickly? And this is one of the best kept secrets of Microsoft Excel, is the F4 key. So because I just completed the action of coloring in my box with a thick box border, F4 repeats the last action that I did. So I just hit F4 on each of these and it colors it in with a thick black box. I'm going to show it to you again. So when I highlight everything, I'm going to hit F4 one more time, and you see now it's given a thick black box to everything. So let's give it now to all the items. We can even create it between rows. So it's a really professional way to break up your items, without just doing the standard generic all borders key. And it saves you some time. You can use the same thing with colors. So if you want to color code this stuff, you can hit this and then highlight F4. I'm hitting F4 here, and then highlight again, F4. So it very quickly and easily gives you a nice looking differentiation between your data. So obviously we probably want to color the main piece. Let's increase the size a little bit. And so now we've taken this from an ugly just set of nondescript data to something that it explains what it is. It clearly delineates where each data set belongs and where each data set is, and it's just a easy, simple way to make your spreadsheet look nice. So hopefully that was helpful. Thank you.
This episode of Upgrade Your Life, Excel shortcuts that can make you a star amongst the spreadsheet crowd. First, you gotta know Alt equals. At the bottom of a column of numbers, Alt and the equal button will insert the sum function. Summing has to be Excel's most commonly used task, and that trick alone saves like 5 clicks. You already know about Control-A to select everything on a page, but let's get picky. You want to select just one column? Hit Control Spacebar. I'll do it again. Control Spacebar. Cool, right? Of course, you can do the same for a row. Here it is. Shift Spacebar. Let's go in for the slow-mo replay. Shift Spacebar. Awesome. Next, navigation on a big spreadsheet can be a real pain, but shortcuts can help. Control Home takes you back to the first cell, A1. and Control End takes you to the end.
Sometimes you want to hide some data. There's a shortcut for that.
Select a column, hit Control 0. Now you see it, now you don't. Want to fully delete a cell? Well, you can certainly right-click and then hit Delete, but I like this better, Alt-ED. Again, Alt-ED.
Boom, deleted. So much faster. And speaking of time, let's talk time and date.
Control semicolon inserts today's date. Control Shift semicolon inserts the current time. As you know, functions are the math formulas that give Excel its power. Normally, you put a function in and it displays the result in number form, basically the answer to your math problem.
But sometimes you want to check your formulas.
You can go back and click every cell to see them up in the formula bar, but if you hit Control and the tilde key, this one right up here, it shows you all the formulas right there in the cells.